be exploring how AI is not just transforming industries but also the very way we work. I'm delighted to introduce Pamela, who will be presenting on the potential of AI to transform project management. The idea of AI taking over project management is certainly an intriguing one, and Pamela will be diving into the many ways AI can assist in this critical field. So, Pamela's talk will focus on how AI can support project managers by taking over those more tedious tasks. Please give a warm welcome to Pamela.
Thank you, Anna.
I stopped sharing so you can share your screen.
Sure, it's a pleasure to work with you, and thank you for the opportunity, Anna. Let me start my screen share. Let me know if you're able to see my screen. Are you able to see my screen? If you can just confirm to me.
No, not now.
Okay. There are some technical difficulties. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to share the entire screen first so you can. Are you able to see now?
Yes.
All right.
Super.
Thank you once again, Anna. Yep. So, AI and project managers. So, we are now in an unprecedented time where AI is becoming more prevalent than ever before. So, in the past, me as a project manager, I have got more than 10 years of experience of being a project manager. I'm going to be talking about how the mundane activities that was performed a traditional way is made much easy and better with the introduction of AI. So when you say he's a project manager or she is a project manager, all that comes into our head is like, okay, the person is responsible to plan the work, organize it, manage day to day activities of the project, identify stakeholders, and deliver the project to the client. So, overall, it looks like the project manager is responsible to oversee somebody's work, a group of members within a team. But that's not the case at all. At least that's not the case for me after working in this industry for more than 16 years now. um, my perception about how a project manager works has changed ever since I got into this role. Move on to the next slide that shows, okay, here you see what a project management is all about. As you see on the left of the screen, you see so many keywords there. So every project manager is responsible to make sure that the keywords listed there are adhered to and followed in their day to day leadership and strategical planning for a successful project. When, as you see the screen here, they are much worried about the business, they are worried about the strategy, they're worried about leadership, how the company would go. They need to be presenting a lot of reports to the product management team, stakeholders, senior leadership. They should provide a solution to the challenges they are facing day to day in the activities of the organization. They're responsible to keep their team motivated. They're responsible to work with the marketing team, meaning the sales team. They're responsible to make presentation on the demo of the product that they're delivering. They are also responsible to work with the product owners to get the requirement from scratch and make sure that it is implemented by his team successfully. And in between, sometimes the project manager also works as a change manager, meaning whatever changes goes into the production, meaning the application which is live and used by the customers, whatever changes is going in, he needs to make sure that those changes are something which is tested and that's which is going to be beneficial for the end user. So, a project manager is just not as simple as somebody overseeing the tasks of a group of people, but It is a lot to do. As you see on the right of the screen, it's a human brain that's revolving under so many things around happening around within the person in the organization. Sometimes there is much dependency between the work that each team is performing, and the project manager needs to make sure that all those interdependent modules or dependencies are met to perfection. This is what a typical day in my life looks like. It is a project manager role wearing multiple hats with multiple hands, doing different activities all at the same time. So I will be running around the clock, working with my product team to gather the requirements. And one day I'll be working with a change management team to make sure those requirements get into the production on time. And another day I'll be working on some innovation in the interim. As you know, we evolved from waterfall model into agile and then cloud and now AI. We are rapidly moving. So, in order to keep up with that fast pace, as a project manager, we need to make sure that we are innovating something that eases the complexity of work we are doing. In addition to it, we also make sure that we catch up with what's in the current market. So, here is where AI shines. As I showed you, a person with multiple hands, meaning a project manager, is working on multiple tasks. But AI is a lifesaver for those who are just being challenged by the intensity of load of work they are facing each day. What are the four key areas where AI can shine? Is task automation, data analysis, risk prediction, and resource optimization. Let's go one by one. So, task automation. For example, a project manager is responsible to schedule meetings with the stakeholders, product owners, sometimes with the developers too. For example, I'm project manager who's wearing multiple role hats. I'm a change manager and also a scrum master. So I work with the development team to make sure whatever the product owner brings into the team is being streamlined and split. The workload is split among the team members and delivered on time. So this is not as simple as how I explained now. It is complex. It involves a lot of coordination. We need to be self-motivating in one side. That is another thing. That's a whole lot of other episode to speak about. But when it comes to this task automation, it helps a lot in scheduling the reminders, meetings, and project plans. AI helps in splitting a large set of, for example, maybe a big set of work, chunk of work that needs to be done into small tasks. You can feed the AI model with a complete plan of the project, and the AI model can give us an output of list of tasks that we need to execute in order to achieve the entire project deliverable. One example I could give you is ClickUp tool. I haven't used much of the tool, but I know it's a great tool to use. It helps listen to meetings. As a project manager, I'm on multiple meetings all day. It helps me to um, focus on key factors from the meeting. Basically, after a discussion of a 1 hour, maybe we are in a small room planning meeting. Once we are out of the meeting, this tool gives me key takeaways from the meeting. I don't have to be writing notes myself. That's something that really I like about the tool. Moving on to the next is data analysis. This is very important for a project manager. What is data analysis? Analyzing the data from the past so we can identify potential bottlenecks for the future. For example, a tool that helps in this is Power BI. Though Power BI is itself not a AI tool, but it has incorporated AI features that elevates its current performance metrics. So, for example, if I mostly I work with Jira. Jira is another tool. It's a project management tool. It's an amazing tool. It's something that I love to work with. But now Jira has Jira AI, which is fascinating now these days. We need to upscale ourselves to make sure we catch up with the current trends in the market, and at the same time, we reduce our workload, giving us immense flexibility to be able to juggle across various tasks. So, in data analysis part, for example, if I am assigning 10 Jira stories to my team, they are all tasks that needs to be delivered for a particular project. With the ability to be able to see the history of the performance of the team, I would be able to assign the Jira accordingly. So in the past, again, we used to take notes in either sticky notes or Excel or Word document and maintain it in the legacy system. But now the AI tools are doing amazing job for us. We don't have to be tracking everything. The tool gives us a overview saying, hey, these 10 stories can be assigned for 15 days because you have only 5 resources and we need 15 days for its completion. In that way, we are able to allocate resources also optimistically. So, resource optimization also comes into picture there. The other one is risk prediction. Again, these AI models are fed with large data sets. They are all historical data. It is immensely helpful for predicting and mitigating risks. What are these risks that I'm talking about? For example, financial applications or any critical application has vulnerabilities. Anybody these days, hackers are there everywhere. They would like to intrude the system. So we have patches. Vulnerability patches are generated every week, every once in 2 weeks or month. It depends based on how much of findings are identified. So this for the risk prediction, AI plays a vital role in identifying a risk even before they occur. So we are able to fix these vulnerabilities on time. So apart from what we saw now, improving productivity is all about what AI is doing. It is not just uh, overseeing our performance, I mean the human performance, but it is improving productivity massively. So here you see a list of project management software. So Jira, Dropbox, Igloo, Loom, Trello, Monday.com, Airtable, Asana, Zoom. Everything has its own features. Some of them may not be found across the board, meaning all of the software might not be having all AI features. I'm aware of Jira. Maybe you are aware of Asana. You're aware of Monday.com. Each one is peculiar and unique in its own way, but it serves the purpose. Now, I want to talk about Jira while talking about these project management tools. Jira on prem is what is widely used in corporate organizations, but Jira AI is evolving. In order for us to move on to the Jira AI, there are privacy and security concerns because Jira AI is hosted in a cloud platform, meaning all our financial data or sensitive information will be in the cloud. So the organizations are racing to find a solution to be able to securely host them in the cloud, probably have a dedicated server, and it's going to cost millions of dollars for the organization. These are all booming topics that every organization is investigating and investing on. I'll move on to the next slide. And this is the top 21 AI tools which is in the market now. Not just for project managers. AI tools are for anyone who wants to ease their work. So here you see AI tools for security, creating websites, creating videos, images, productivity, and sales. So these are out in the market, and you're good to use and elevate your presentation. Now, moving on to the next slide, you see here, this is the topic that's going on in most of our mind. Hey, is AI going to replace me? I'm sure many of you, including me, had the thought till I went deep into what AI is doing to us. The answer is a big no, at least for now. Do you ever think it would replace us? Look at the picture on the screen. A human mind with so many ideas, thoughts, and innovation, networking, all of this is something that can be achieved with a touch of a human. There are so many concerns around emotional intelligence, empathy, compassion that AI cannot offer. For example, if I'm in a meeting and there is a negotiation going on and there is a heated argument, AI wouldn't know where to stop. It cannot understand the cues of the person. It doesn't know human psychology. It is created based on the psychology of the creator. So it lacks a lot on that area. So I'm sure AI is not going to replace a human intelligence, but indeed enhance it. So, what is next for us? All we need to do is upscale ourselves. Don't worry. Don't be afraid AI is going to replace you. Instead, upscale. How do you upscale? You're going to be keeping yourself up to date with the tools in the market, with the AI tools in the market. So your jobs are not going to go away. You're going to be on the same job. If you are a Scrum Master, you're going to be an AI Scrum Master. If you're a product manager, you're going to be an AI product manager. I'm a project manager, and there will be a new role opening up, AI project manager. So all we need to do is upscale and keep going with the flow. Do not be afraid of what's upcoming with AI. All right. Now I'm done with my presentation.